The story happening right now around Nnamdi Kanu has taken a very dramatic turn, and the entire situation is creating serious attention across the country, especially because of the new motion he has just filed. This fresh motion is not a small thing at all, and as I'm breaking it down for you, please remember to like this video and subscribe because updates like this are coming constantly and you don't want to miss anything. So, what is the full gist? Kanu is saying the court should not go ahead with judgment in his terrorism trial. He filed a new motion to stop the judgment completely, and he is also challenging the earlier Supreme Court verdict. He wants that verdict set aside instantly because he believes it created legal problems that have affected his case. He insists that the court must handle certain issues first before any judgment can happen. And my people, when you really look at the issues he raised, you will understand why this matter is shaking everywhere right now. Please like this video and subscribe while we continue. Kanu is saying the trial was done under a repealed law. In simple English, he's saying the law used against him is no longer valid. He argues that the old terrorism law used in filing some of the charges has been replaced by a new terrorism law. If a new law has replaced the old one, he believes the court should not continue using the old law at all. He says everything built on that old law is faulty. That is why he wants the court to stop everything and look at the legal foundation first. This is very serious because if a law has truly been repealed, then the court must check whether the charges were properly made. Stay with me. And as you're watching, please like this video and subscribe for more updates. Another big thing he is saying is that the Supreme Court made a finding earlier that one of the charges against him does not exist in law. He says the trial court has a constitutional duty to respect that finding. If the Supreme Court already said a certain part of the charge is invalid, he believes the lower court should not continue with the trial, as if nothing happened. He says the Constitution is very clear, lower courts must obey Supreme Court decisions. Because of that, he is telling the court that before any judgment can be delivered, the court must first address the problem raised by the Supreme Court's earlier finding. Please like this video and subscribe so you can stay updated because this story is very hot and still developing. Now, let's break it down in simple English so everyone can understand easily. Imagine you are building a house. If someone tells you that the foundation has a problem, you cannot continue roofing the house. You must first check the foundation to avoid building on something that is not strong. That is exactly how Kanu is presenting the matter. He is saying the foundation of his case has issues. So, before the court roofs the house by delivering judgment, they must first go back and check the foundation. This is the reason he filed the motion to stop the judgment completely until everything is examined. I hope the explanation is clear now. If it is, please like this video and subscribe because this gist is just getting sweeter. Another important thing he raised is that his plea, the official response he made in court, was entered under a law he believes no longer exists. If a law has been repealed, anything done under that law may be considered invalid. He says his plea is not valid, and that means the trial itself has a big question mark. He also says the court may not even have the right to continue because certain conditions under the new terrorism law were not met. In simple terms, he is saying the court needs to check whether they even have the legal permission to judge him at this stage. And honestly, when you look at it carefully, these are not small issues he is raising. Please remember to like this video and subscribe because this gist needs your support. Now, let's talk about what the court and judge are facing in this moment. The judge had already set a date for the final judgment. That date has been publicly announced and everyone is waiting. But this new motion from Kanu is like putting a big roadblock on the way. The judge now has to decide whether to go ahead with the judgment or pause everything and look at the new issues raised. If the judge goes ahead without addressing the motion, Kanu's team will say it is unfair and against the Constitution. If the judge pauses the judgment, people who want a quick decision will feel frustrated. So the judge is in the middle of a very complex situation right now. Please like this video and subscribe as we continue because the next part is very important. People from different parts of the country are reacting to the matter differently. Some people believe the court should go ahead quickly and finish the case. Others believe the issues Kanu raised are too important to ignore. Some groups have also called for peace and calm because they don't want any tension or misunderstanding to rise. Many people still remember how heated things have been before, especially in the Southeast. So everyone is advising caution. They are saying the court should handle this matter carefully. They don't want anything that will cause confusion or stress in the country. And once again, please like this video and subscribe. Your support helps this channel grow and helps us bring more updates. Let's now talk about the government's likely view in simple English. The government has always maintained that the charges against Kanu are serious and must continue according to the law. They believe they followed the right legal procedure. So, they will likely argue that the new motion is just an attempt to delay the judgment. They will say the court already gave Kanu many opportunities to present his defense. They will say the trial has been going on for a long time and that the law allows the court to proceed. So on one side, Kanu is saying, stop, let's check the foundation. On the other side, the government is saying, move forward, everything is okay. This is why the court's decision is very important. Please like this video and subscribe as we are still going deeper. Another interesting part of this story is that Kanu did not only file this motion in the trial court, he also filed something at the Supreme Court, asking them to revisit their own earlier decision. That means he is fighting the battle at multiple levels. He wants the Supreme Court to set aside the judgment that sent his case back to the Federal High Court. This is a strong move because it is not easy to ask the Supreme Court to reverse itself. But he is pushing the argument strongly, saying the earlier decision created issues that must be corrected. This is one of the reasons the gist is trending everywhere. Please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more updates. Now, looking at the larger picture, this whole situation is more than just a court case. It has serious political, social, and national impact. Many people are watching closely. For some, this case represents justice. For others, it represents the balance of power. Some people believe it affects peace in the Southeast. Others believe it affects Nigeria's legal reputation. So whichever way the court goes, the result will have consequences across the country. And as we continue explaining this story, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.